This is a clip that just popped up in my recommended feed. I think the algorithm may know me too damn well because when you give me a title called Celio got aroused during a medical exam, I think you know I'm gonna click on it. So let's watch it. This will also be my first exposure to this VTuber in general. So great first impression, right? I mean, it's gotta be good. Let's watch.
Okay, come with me. You're going to get an ultrasound on your chest. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I've had breast examinations before. It's probably not that big a deal. I go into the room to get a ultrasound on my boobs, and I'm joined by obviously the ultrasound operator, and then a trainee comes in as well, who's obviously on like a training course. So I'm like, well, this is weird. Now 2 strangers are going to be looking at my itty bitty Clio titty.
Okay, it's Clio. Oh god, that's so cringe how I pronounced it in the beginning. I'm so sorry. Itty bitty Clio titty. I feel you on that one, girlfriend. Oh my gosh, it's so weird that she's even like describing this experience because obviously, yeah, she looks like, well, yeah, history buff, super refined, like smart girl that totally don't talk about booby being touched. But listen, it's about science. This is what's needed. We need to understand the human body and the human anatomy, chat. This is why we all watch porn, right? It's just to like understand the human body better. That's why we actually all watch it. That's why people are gooning recently, because we've just really started to care about like the human body more, because we really care about everyone. That's why.
So, you know, it's also in a very cold room because you have to take off your top, obviously. I was lying down.
I'm sorry, but she says it's in a very cold room because you have to take off your top, obviously. Make that make sense. That is like the biggest equal sign with the cross through it I've ever heard in my life. Well, you see, because you have to get naked, that's why they make the room cold. It's to get those titties perky, baby.
On this table, and they say, okay, well, if you've never had an ultrasound before, and I haven't, we've got to use the special jelly. And I'm like, oh yeah, the jelly. I know about the jelly. Can you tell me about the jelly? So while she's preparing, she's telling me about the process of what the jelly is for and all that jazz. And it's fascinating. And then she says, now this will be cold. And holy shit, is it cold. It is so...
I mean, come on, you didn't tell me it was the special cold jelly. I was fine until you said it was cold.
So cold to have the ultrasound jelly on your front bits. So let me just say that now my chest is all jellied up.
I was literally gonna say jellied up, but I was gonna let her say it. My chest is all jellied up, chat. I just can't even... So anyway, chat, you know, my chest was all jellied up, and anyway, they were about to, you know, they started massaging my jellied chest, and then, anyway.
It's fucking freezing.
Oh, and it's fucking, the jelly's actually fucking
cold on my chest. So obviously the body reacts to that by, when it's cold, your nipples go poo-poo. They stick up, right? Your nipples go pew-pew.
Of course, they go pew-pew.
Because it's cold.
I mean, we all learn that. We all learn that at a very young age, right?
And so...
your nipples actually get guns. They go pew.
The ultrasound technician...
They actually come in with the little jelly, and then they give your nipples little handguns as well. It's cool. Because I've had one before, so if you didn't know about that step, I don't know why she's not, you know, talking about that step. Maybe, I don't know, America, guns and stuff, but they do give your titties each individual little guns to hold.
It says, okay, it's time to start. Now, whilst the jelly is cold, the ultrasound little...
Maybe that's only an American thing, actually, because she's not American, clearly. Yeah, so in America, they give you little titty guns. They go pew.
machine scanning thing is quite warm. And so she basically starts from the top, and then she goes basically right to left across my chest with this quite nice warm device. And so she's basically just starting at the very top, so not touching the nipples at all, and just like slowly making her way down.
Come on, like you have to know how that sounds, right? Why are we here? Why is this like a conversation that's being had?
The breast. And she gets to the bits when she gets to like the nipples, right? So she is starting on the right hand side, and she drags it very slowly. I will bear in mind that it's a very slow scan, because they have to constantly take images whilst they're doing the scan. And bearing in mind that I am in this room with a trainee as well. It's not just me and the technician. There's also the trainee just staring at my tits getting scanned, and it's very.
And they have like a little notepad, and they're like writing things down as they look at my tits.
Very strange, and my nipples are very pointy because of the freezing nature of the room and the jelly on.
And then they actually whip out a plane of glass, and they actually start cutting the glass with my pointy nipples.
And then so because it's going so slow, she drags it. She drags the little device.
She drags the glass around. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Over to the nipple, and then
the device just sucks up the nipple. It's gone.
It catches on the nipple, and then drags the nipple.
It did suck the nipple.
And it pulls it.
The classic nipple drag,
Along extra slowly, because she's like being specific about making sure she's getting all the pictures of, I guess, behind my boob, behind the nipple. And I'm just lying there going in my head, because it feels, dare I say it, incredible. Dare I say it, I think you could pay someone to have this done to you. But like, it's like
the Nipple Sucker 9000, guys. Get a little nice warm lube, whip out the nipple sucker.
It's like agonizing. It's like agonizingly slow, drawn.
Have you guys seen those, like, I remember seeing a post about this like a month ago. It was like, doctors in Malaysia design new machine to extract sperm for people that are too shy to do it themselves. And then it's like a row. It's like you're in a prison, and it's like a row of machines where guys just stand there and they put their penis inside of it to have it extract. I don't know. Just what I'm thinking about right now.
Out, pulling on my nipple as it goes past. You're basically just getting the slowest stimulation on the
but it's
chest.
like, okay, sorry. The reason why I mentioned that is because like the sperm extractor obviously probably feels pretty good, right? So like, the medical field, they got some good suckers in there. That's all I'm saying. Some surprisingly good pleasure devices. But it's for medical purposes only, medical use only.
At the time, and it's crazy. It's like, it feels very, very nice. It feels very, very nice. And then eventually, she finally releases my nipple, and it goes boop, snaps back to reality. And then I'm like, oh, thank God it's over. But the problem is, guys. The problem is
the next nipple.
That you don't just have one nipple.
Mm-hmm.
You have two nipples. So she's going across my chest, and now I know what to expect as she gets closer and closer and closer and closer across from my right boob onto my left boob, and then lo and behold, it grabs the left boob, and then yep, it catches the nipple, and it starts pulling it along, and I'm like, fuck.
It's machine made.
Fuck. No. Stop. And I'm trying not to make a noise. I'm desperately trying not to make a noise because I'm now... There's the trainee, and I'm like, I can't let...
Yeah, see, it would be different if the trainee wasn't there. Then I'd be able to make a noise. With the sexy doctor.
out a noise about the goddamn nipples being teased and pulled and dragged and played with, for lack of a better term. Maybe. So it basically just like gets grabbed and pulled and played with, and I'm fighting for my life here. I'm fighting for my life. And then finally it releases and I'm like, oh god, I'm in the clear. Except I'm not, because she goes back for seconds the other way, and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm just like, I can't hold it. It's very, very difficult to hold it in, because you're essentially getting an erogenous zone of your body constantly stimulated in front of the technician and then also the trainee. Was it painful? No.
It sounds like it's kind of like a little bit of like a kink, though, with the way she describes it, you know? It's like, well, so you're getting stimulated. Also, while you're getting stimulated, you're in front of like other people, you know? That like really don't want to see you like, you know, enjoy it, but...
Well, it's actually quite the opposite. One would say it's actually the opposite of painful. Yeah, it was basically just getting nipple stimulation for 20 minutes, essentially. And I think I managed to keep it in. I think. But I might have made a sound.
It was like so euphoric, you just don't even remember what happened in that room anymore.
And I honestly have it kind of blacked out from my memory if I did make a sound or not. And I think that's probably for the best. They're probably used to it. Yeah. I think she could visibly see my discomfort on my face about trying not to get aroused or get off on it.
Oven poop. Oven poop super chatted 90 cents. Hello again. Clio, what did I miss?
That realistically, she's probably used to it, right? But it's just like...
There's something about like her chat being so like refined and elegant, you know, and then it just has the name Oven Poop plastered on that nice banner. You know what I mean? So beautiful.
They didn't have to do it that way, surely, right?
Arc light. I walked out on wobbly legs. Jesus Christ.
Didn't have to be that way, right? A lip bite, mayhaps.
Okay, that was pretty solid. Enjoyable. Super enjoyable to chat over. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wow. Touch-starved hag talks relationships. Jesus God, who is this woman? I'm so touch-starved. Wait. Like, who... Is she pure or is she not pure? Is it all the guys? Is this like a secret little kink thing that she does where she looks like someone that would absolutely not be sexual, but all she does is talk about sexual things, but in a way where like it's like... I'm not even gonna try to explain it anymore. You know what I mean. Anyway, enjoyable video. Definitely enjoyable video to react to. And maybe an enjoyable personality to relate or to react to in general.